Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. You amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. It's Thursday, maybe. It's Thursday, and we've got some meat and potatoes to talk to. As yes, I'm bringing you news, and you know it's serious because I've got my headphones on and everything, and you know it's serious when I'm wearing headphones. But we've got some news to get into as I bring you stuff and read it so you don't have to. Shall we get into it? Yeah, I reckon so. Let's go. So, what are we talking about this morning? We are talking about Rogelio Norris. Rogelio Norris, as it would appear that Rogelio Norris is currently under attack. That's it. Not probably how we want him to be under attack. But no, the media is actually calling him out. And like I said, I had to pay for this. Article. Why is it that a lot of Liams Paynes stories are hidden behind a paywall? Make that make sense. Anyway, let's get into it. As no shame, vile Liams Payne murder conspiracy theories and Rogelio Norris' shameless PR tour spark fresh hell for his grieving family. So, yeah, he has been called out. Against remarkable odds, I can reveal the former One Direction star's family are making special plans to ensure his legacy lives on. Well, we know that they're potentially in talks with Netflix, and hopefully... I can't see Liams Payne's family having an issue with the Netflix thing going ahead. You know, that is part of Liam's legacy, isn't it? It makes more sense that surely we're going to get to see it because that was Liam doing Liam things, the stuff that he loved, that he lived for. You know, if Liams Payne was going to get engaged to anything, he would be getting engaged to music. And I can hear the trolls now. I can hear them now.
No, he was engaged to Kate Cassidy. They were loved. You don't know anything about their relationship. So zip it, fat boy.
Yeah. We'll see. So it says, it carries on. There's a picture of him looking greasy as ever. Rogelio Norris speaks. Since Liams Payne's tragic death, his heartbroken family have maintained a brave and dignified silence, which they have. They've not said anything. I would imagine that a large proportion of that is controlled by the fact that Rogelio Norris has got a lawsuit filed against Jeff Payne. But there we go. It's a shame that the same cannot be said for his former pal, Rogelio Norris, or the online ghouls. Warped and dangerous rumours about his final hours. Are they really rumours? Well, we'll get into that in a second. We'll cover that because they're obviously, they're going to start addressing some of the things that have been said, even though they're too fucking stupid to understand that a lot of what people are saying has come off the back end of the things that tabloids like these have posted that don't really sit right. Over the past few weeks, I've seen countless far-fetched conspiracy theories, multiple toxicology reports stating that Liam was doing stuff or had stuff in his system that he absolutely didn't, perhaps, or that he was seemingly on an absolute downward spiral that's gone back and don't seem to have a break. It's every day. So far-fetched conspiracy theories spread across TikTok and X. Don't mention YouTube. Maybe they've looked at YouTube and actually thought, do you know what? Down the rabbit hole, Brian Harvey, Harsh Reality, they know what they're talking about, mate. They know what they're talking about. Ranging from claims a One Direction star was murdered, I don't know why they put murdered, by some dark music industry force, to ridiculous suggestions because they're saying that's not actually that ridiculous. That's actually all right. But then we go on to ridiculous suggestions. His death was faked by a double. See, I've not heard a death faked by a double. I've not heard that, but I don't really go on TikTok that much. Closed my account over there. I think I've got one that I don't post anything to. Meanwhile, Liam's alleged ex-manager, Norris, is it alleged? Or was he actually Liam's manager? Has embarked on a relentless PR tour after manslaughter charges against him were dropped. Well, they mean PR tour, meaning he's speaking with TMZ. While bringing a quite frankly nasty $8.1 million legal case against Liam's grieving dad. This is probably the first thing that I've actually read The Sun say which I can actually get on board with, because it is nasty. It is absolutely nasty. So kudos to this for actually saying it as it is, probably for the first time ever. Against this fractious backdrop, it is even more remarkable that the Stars family have kept their nerve, ploughing ahead with touching plans to honour his legacy, which I can reveal include launching a memorial exhibition in his hometown of Wolverhampton. That'd be interesting to go and see that. I'd recently, or I say recently, 2 years ago, which on the grander scheme of things is quite recent, I went to the one with Mrs. Hart for Ed Sheeran in his hometown. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Got some Ed Sheeran jewellery. It looked like them sweets, Bertie Bassett sweets done in like a bracelet. A source tells me Liam's family have zero desire to speak out or respond to Norris or anyone else. They will keep continued in their dignified silence. I'll paraphrase there, span it around a bit. They understand the global interest as Liam was one of the biggest stars on the planet. Or anyone else. Oh, sorry. Biggest stars on the planet. But to them, he was and always will be their boy. They're focused on his legacy and find comfort in fan support for Liam's music amongst the noise. It's just over 4 months since Liam passed away, aged just 31. And since then, so much has been written about the once bright-eyed singer who shot to fame aged just 14. Yeah, a lot has been written. You're absolutely right. Every day. He's getting kicked like a puppy. That's what's happening, and you are part of it. You have been part of it. And also you're making money off it because you're hiding things like this behind a paywall. I literally had to pay £2. £2! Could have bought a coffee, bought this. Slowly things had begun to calm down despite speculation about how this weekend's Brit Awards will pay tribute to Liam and his lasting musical legacy. However, now as the family quietly plan how to keep their son's memory alive, the internet has descended into new depths. I have no doubt that many fans' hearts are in the right place and believe they are somehow fighting for justice, but the unnecessary spreading of, quite frankly, ludicrous theories needs to end. Searches for Liam Payne lookalike, for example, are up 1,100% on Google over the past 7 days, with stunt and double ranking as related terms. While I can't imagine Liam's parents are sat scrolling X or TikTok, other family members and friends will no doubt see many of these posts, and I can't even imagine how they feel. Well, they probably feel if they saw the fact that there was someone who seemed to be a spitting image of Liam Payne leaving Buenos Aires back in January. They probably thought to themselves,
well, that's bloody weird. He literally looks identical to Liam. And bearing in mind, them pictures that we saw of Liam in the Casa Sur that look like they've been taken on a tato, something's off here.
do you know what I mean? You don't know. Some things just don't sit right. So, when legacy media stop talking, you're talking nuts. Are we talking nuts? Thankfully, I've never lost someone in such tragic circumstances, but it goes without saying that for anyone who actually knew Liam, to see some of this rubbish must be beyond heartbreak. Are they taking the piss? They actually take the piss. So it's all right for them to every single day go on about Liam Payne being almost like just this junkie who wasn't worth anything. A junkie. Entertaining Maya Henry, entertaining Kate Cassidy and all that shit, and just plummeting his legacy into the ground. And then they're turning around and saying, beyond heartbreak, mate, what they're saying over on X and Twitter and all that. X, Twitter, TikTok. Ooh, so bad. Pal's shock lawsuit against Dad. Quite simply, the conspiracy theories must stop, as must the damaging diatribes being sprouted out by Liam's supposed friend, Rogelio Norris. Ever since the Star's untimely death in October, which saw him fall from his Buenos Aires hotel balcony, Roger has been at the centre of the drama. One of the last people to see Liam alive, where he says that he was absolutely fine 40 minutes before, the businessman was seen by many to have been responsible for looking after him. Indeed, local authorities even charged Rogelio Norris and 2 members of staff at the hotel with manslaughter in December, only for the charges to be dropped last week. Then we got some throwback pictures. That picture with Greasy in it. Greasy. Roger has always insisted he was never more than a friend to Liam and not responsible for his death, but that hasn't stopped him finding ways to hog the limelight. In January, Liam's dad, Jeff Payne, a highly confidential police statement leaked. Funny that. Like everything else. Detailing claims he thought his son was in Roger's care. Roger subsequently launched proceedings to sue him for defamation. The grieving father has so far somehow kept a dignified silence. Meanwhile, rather than feeling quietly vindicated after the charges were dropped, a seemingly emboldened Roger has taken it upon himself to embark on a mini publicity blitz, boasting he has zero plans to withdraw his bitter legal case. Unsurprisingly, the comments have sparked mass outrage and heaped a new load of hurt and grief onto Liam's friends and families. Still, they are maintaining their composure, presumably determined to sort things out behind closed doors rather than follow Roger's lead and mudsling as the world watches on. The source told us Roger's decision to speak out and his vow to pursue his legal case against Jeff has naturally caused distress. Sadly, though, it's not surprising. He seems to have given a running commentary ever since last October with TMZ. Away from this sad turn of events, Liam's loved ones are doing their best to ensure his memory live on. I understand Wolverhampton Council are actively looking at ways to display countless tributes to the singer, which have been left in the city in his honour. A City of Wolverhampton Council spokesperson told us following Liam's tragic passing, hundreds if not thousands of tributes were left for him by fans at a memorial in the city. After his funeral, we respectfully collected and preserved these items, which have since been shared with Liam's family at their request. When the time is right for them, we plan to host a display of some of the items at the city archives so fans and visitors to Wolverhampton can see for themselves some of the loving tributes left for Liam, who is one of our city's greatest stars. And then it goes on to post this. Liam Payne's girlfriends open up. I'm not reading that. Don't want to listen to that tramp. Despite travelling the globe, Liam was always keen to remember his roots and help others where he could, as well as donating thousands to charity. He has helped out at food banks and was an active support of charity UNICEF. What I'm going to say is I am, in the sort of honour of Liam Payne, I will be making a random donation on GoFundMe every month for the foreseeable future. Just picking someone who looks like they need it, just like Liam would, and I will be doing. Obviously, I can't do what Liam did in terms of the value of it because I'm not yet a globally known singer, even though some of you have heard me sing and likely wonder why not. But I will be doing that, as I want there to be some good that comes out of this, that Liam's legacy builds off the back end of this tragedy, and there is just some good. The next 12 months will be filled with heartbreaking firsts. In June, Liam's mum Karen will have her first birthday without her and her son. 2 months later, the family will mark what would have been his 32nd birthday alone. October 16th will mark the first anniversary of his death. So there you go. There you go. Rogelio Norris finally being called out by media. Nice to see someone saying what a massive greasy tramp he is. But will it change anything? Will anything change? Or will tomorrow there be just another trouncing of Liam Payne's name? Who knows? Let me know what you think. How do you think this is all going to end? Are we going to see an appeal? Or are they just going through the motions, making it look like they're doing stuff? Oh, don't worry, we got you. When in fact they absolutely do not. Anyway, love you all, and I will speak to you all later. 3 videos today. Keep your eyes peeled. Love you all.